On today's episode, we talk about the new Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, the trailer for Star Wars Celebration and ticket sale date, plus Maul and the Jedi come face to face on the new episodes of Shadow Lord. Get those somehow Palpatine return means ready because Otis back on the rebellion. We think. So if you guys are ready, I'm not ready. Let's talk Star Wars. Start the transmission.
Rebellions are built on hope.
And welcome to another episode of Radio Rebellion, a Star Wars podcast. I'm your host, Alberto Calderon, and thank you for joining us on this Star Wars Saturday as we talk Star Wars, Maul Shadow Lord, final trailer for Grogu, the Grogu movie, yes, the Mandalorian and Grogu, and Star Wars Celebration for everyone out there that might be able to go. It's a new trailer, and tickets are on its way in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun day today. Otis here, he's around, he's trying to get logged on. Something's happening with the link and his computer is trying to restart it, so he'll be here shortly. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this Star Wars Saturday. Like I mentioned, always fun to talk Star Wars, and I can't wait to talk about the new stuff that happened. New trailers drop out of nowhere, so we're gonna get into those. But if this is your first time joining us, thank you. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes where they drop. Like this video if you're watching us live or later on in the replay. Comment down below anything that you think about the stuff that's happening, what's going on. And if you're listening to the audio podcast, as always, thank you for giving us our support there, 5-star rating and review. And look who's here. Somehow he has returned to the rebellion. It's Oti One Kenobi. Oti!
Hello there. Hello there.
What are you doing on my show? Thank you for being here. How are you doing? It's been a while. We didn't have a chat to talk. This is the first time I've actually seen you in I don't know how long. So
Yeah, and I'm also in a hurry, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You're in a what? Sorry?
In a hurry.
Oh,
So,
okay. We'll try to hurry up.
yeah, whatever. I'm fine. I've had like a stomach bug or something.
Oh, okay.
But I'm fine.
I hope you feel better soon. I'm maybe not as much a hurry as you, but around 6:30, 6:45, I gotta take my daughter somewhere, so I gotta trying to finish around 6, but
Okay.
what's going on? Again, I don't know. I haven't seen you in I don't know how long.
I'm good. I'm very distracted. Oh, so I knew it. There's like a skin enhancement filter here.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on. There you go. There's my pale face.
You didn't like to have a filter on, look kind of AI or something.
It looked kind of like too polished for me.
You don't need all that
Smooth and
Hollywood
smooth.
smoothness, pulling all the wrinkles out. We do it live. We do it the
Yeah.
correct way. But let me see who's out there today. Our friend Dale Skywalker. Hello there. Dale, how you doing? And of course, our friend Brennan is here from Page Turners. They were not. I should silence my phone because there's people texting. All right, that's fine. Be professional here. All right, Ote, we spoke a little bit, I guess, through text a couple of days ago, trying to get everything kind of set up. A new trailer drop. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Episodes of Mandalorian. Sorry about Maul Shadow Lord. I haven't heard your thoughts on the first ones, but we'll go through those in a bit. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead. It's been a while, so let's talk Star Wars news.
Star Wars news.
I remember that. So Ote, first, before we went to the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, kind of trailer for Star Wars Celebration dropped a couple of days ago, Wednesday or Thursday. They announced that ticket sales day, or I believe it's May 6th.
Yep.
I know if you've mentioned you're trying to go, you're kind of thinking you're going. Are you going? Do you think you're going to Celebration next year? That's still the plan.
I'm gonna try. I don't think I'll buy tickets on May, but the idea is to do the effort to go.
Yeah, and I was not looking into it, but kind of thinking, what's the the whole kind of planning, because not just tickets, right? For people like us on the other side of the country, it's lodging, airfare, or if you're driving across the country, it's not just the $90 per day, or if you buy the 4-day tickets, which are not as bad as I thought. They seem pretty reasonable. But yeah, it's a lot more that goes
How
into
much?
it.
How much is a 4-day ticket?
I'll tell you right now. I want to say it was under 300.
Oh,
But yeah, I might be wrong, but I know it was almost $100 less than if you bought them separately. I think you save like
cool.
I don't know, like $96 or something. So yeah, it's pretty. And I think the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, each ticket is 91 individually. But yeah, there's so much. Yeah, Thursday 76, and then all the other days are $91. I can't find
Thursday is probably the shortest day.
Yeah. So 4-day tickets again, $260. So that's not bad, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully you'll be able to go. We'll chat, of course, when you're there, and anyone that might be out there. It'll be fun to see. Also, Daily saying they'll be sold out, but people resell them. That's what happens. So it's
I
also
remember Mo got tickets like the day she won.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even bought tickets for the Mandalorian movie that comes out in about a month.
Got them this morning.
There's a difference. You know what? Let's go into it. So a new trailer dropped, a final trailer. Mm-hmm. I'll say out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting a new trailer to drop.
It was CinemaCon. That's why it dropped.
So CinemaCon just happened this past week. Every day there were new reviews of things that were coming or new trailers that were shown, mostly to the people out there. A lot of trailer descriptions dropped.
Yeah,
so surprisingly, Star Wars actually showed a new trailer.
In case people don't know, CinemaCon isn't like Comic-Con. It's not for fans. It's like studios selling the movie theaters on the movies they're going to be putting out the next year. So they show like a lot of trailers that are just for the theater owners and industry people. So,
all right. So I don't want to invite anyone else. Sorry, that's not what I want. All right, here we go. So let's watch the trailer. We'll talk about it. I believe you saw it, right? You recently.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I came prepared.
Surprisingly, right? I'm not believing in you. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Let's play this thing.
We've all heard stories.
The music killed me.
The Mandalorian bounty hunter.
No themes. Maybe just trailer. We won't get it in the actual movie.
But having the Yoda / X-Wing theme here.
Yeah.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
I love the tone we get with this trailer.
Yeah. This shot of X-Wings.
Check your armor first.
We're protecting everything the rebellion fought for.
Good luck.
Oh, good. I love that little ship that the Ancellans have. Like they have their own little ship. Horrible baby.
Strap in.
We need a professional.
Hang on.
What happens when you're not there to protect him?
You good?
At you. Ooh, Emma.
I'll be right behind you. Go.
Every trailer that I see gives me another. My idea of what the movie is gonna be kind of changes every time I see a new trailer, which I guess is good.
It will be his turn.
Monsters.
I think I'm maybe figuring it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the young. Protect the old.
It's almost there.
It's time.
He's getting all his toys back.
Are you scared? You should be.
Good job, baby.
This is the way.
This is the way.
There it is.
All right, there it is, Oti. For all the people, I guess including myself at some point, complaining, where's the marketing for this movie is coming out. There's nothing. Now we have 3 trailers, like 7 different posters. People went to kind of behind the scenes, and there's a bunch of interviews coming out.
I
So
saw it.
it's here, right? For all of us that where's the marketing, it's here. You can't say that, oh, I didn't know a new Star Wars movie is coming out. I think people should know by now. I think Burger King is going to have their promotion starting soon. There's already pictures out of some of the toys. So
Yeah, I mean, like it's coming out in what, less than a month? So in a month.
Yeah.
So gotta start pushing it. I've seen like the huge cardboard things at the movie theater.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
here.
It's here, man. It's again 4 weeks. I haven't bought my tickets, and I was gonna say it's very different where you live. I believe out there in Boston, I'm guessing if you don't buy ahead of time, you might be a little screwed. But down here where I live, even though it's a college town, a lot of people don't kind of buy stuff that early, especially if I'm gonna go Friday at 10 or 11 in the morning. I don't need to worry about, hey, I need to get my tickets now. I won't have enough space. So I'll wait a couple of weeks or something and get them. But
I took the day off on Thursday just to go watch this movie.
Yeah.
But I'm going like at 2 p.m., which was the earliest screening I could find. Not sure if they're gonna sell out. Like
Sure.
I had issues going to Project Hail Mary the first time because
so I haven't seen it yet, and I'm so
I've seen it twice already.
Oh.
I love it. But yeah, no, it's a Star Wars movie. I just wanted to be prepared, so that's why I bought them in advance.
I got Friday off, so I'm going on Friday. It's
like a holiday weekend, right?
Yeah, I think it's Memorial Day. Yeah,
Okay.
we just saw it, Memorial Day weekend. I was gonna say, there's a first showing. It's like at 8:40 in the morning. I'm not that desperate to see it because I gotta take my kids to school and all that stuff.
$1,000,000,000% do that.
And then the next one is at 2:40 in the afternoon. So I'm hoping that there's gonna be something in between. If I want to go to the big RPX screen, if I want to do a regular, then there's a bunch earlier. But I'm gonna see if there's something in between 8 and 2 in the afternoon. But I'll be there Friday. And we'll talk about that on Saturday.
I just got like a regular theater.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's see. Which is nuts because this one is going to cost me like $18 if I do the RPX, which is nuts.
That's insane.
Yeah. So anyway, the trailer dropped. I think I saw some of the interviews that Favreau gave for what people have been saying that what you mentioned that you hope is kind of Return of the Jedi. You get a 20-minute story or something, and then we go into the main story. I think I heard it's going to be similar to that. A lot of people saw the first like 15 or 20 minutes. And I thought the hot kind of plot was going to be that introduction, then the main thing is going to be the Imperial battle. But
you think it's going to be?
I'm backtracking. At least this trailer put more emphasis on all the Nalhota stuff and what the Huts are doing and kind of going their own way. When Mando says, hey, I'll be right behind you, you know he won't be right behind them. So I'm thinking that maybe it starts with all this snow stuff that we've seen, and then it goes into the Hut area. And of course, I think probably the Empire thing comes back at some point. But I think it's going to start with maybe that snow battle with the AT-ATs that we've been seeing for a year now. And then the main story might have something to do with the Huts and whatever is happening with little Stinky out there. You say you might be able to be piecing stuff together. Where are you at?
I'll stay away from speculating which is which, but I like the idea of doing like the 2 movie thing.
Yeah,
we'll see. Hopefully you're right.
We'll see. I'm pretty sure I saw it. I read it somewhere or heard it. But yeah, I'm excited for this movie. People are excited for it. We're starting to see all the interviews come out. I think it looks great. We won't have that issue if this is just a TV movie put on the big screen. They just couldn't find a way to do season 4, so they're cramming everything into a 2-hour movie. I think it's gonna be again a fun adventure, 2 hours and 12 minutes, and just have fun.
Yeah.
Are we getting a crawl? Do you think we're getting an actual crawl?
I think they said we're getting like a solo thing.
Okay.
Which I hate.
It's not a crawl. I think if we do get a crawl, apart from any new kind of trilogy set movie or episodic, I think it will be the Dave Filoni movie. He got pretty close with Ahsoka, which you can say there was a crawl. I think he'll be the one that throws us a crawl before any other.
I'll say Starfighter has a crawl.
Okay,
We'll see.
that's gonna be an interesting one, but
Yeah.
we'll see how this one goes. But very excited for Mando and Grogu. Again, we're a month out.
Yep.
No reservation. Do you have any reservations? There's no reservations. We just did
It's a Star Wars movie, man. I'm excited for it. Like I there's people already criticizing it, and there's no excitement for this movie. I don't care. Like, once the movie comes out, we can talk about if it's good or not. But I'm not. I just want to see it. Like, I don't care about anything else right now.
I saw a post of someone already complaining about the first day pre-sale tickets numbers. And like, dude, it's been out for less than 24 hours. Are we doing this already? Like, just chill. Let's just watch the movie and talk about it later. Who cares? And a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm gonna hate this movie," spending too much time talking about it and complaining about what they're saying and the type of trailers we're getting instead of a story trailer. We're still not the same people that complain if they show too much on the trailers, and then you can figure out what the movie is. So
I mean, but like, this is how all the Star Wars trailers have been. We've never known what the movie's about going in. Never. Like,
and most of the things, even though I kind of said what I thought is gonna happen, all Star Wars trailers usually just give you a little bit of the beginning of the movies or the TV shows. You don't get to see all of it. So I think we're still kind of a lot of new secrets or new things will be revealed. So, but don't expect this to be a big, huge Star Wars galaxy-breaking movies. Yeah, it's a Mando movie with Grogu. He's in the. His name is in the trailer, so he'll be a big part of it.
Yeah, I'm expecting like a solo thing. That's the frame of mind I'm going in with.
Yeah, and I love Solo. It's one of my go-to kind of chill Star Wars movie. I just want to watch something. All right, something that I guess can be chill for some people is Maul Shadow Lord.
Yes.
OT, again, we didn't get a chance to talk last week. We didn't talk the week before when I did kind of my speculations after I think the last trailer dropped. Without spending too much time on those first 2 episodes, are you enjoying the series? Before going into these episodes 3 and 4, where were you kind of going into it? And now seeing those 2 episodes, have your excitement gone up? Or...
Yeah, no, it's very similar to each animated Star Wars series I've watched. There's like some excitement going in. Sure. This one, though, more than, for example, Bad Batch, which I ended up enjoying. This one blew me away. Like the first 2 episodes, I really, really, really liked them. There's like an detective noir element to it, which I did not see coming at all, and it really hooked me. I thought that was gonna be the part of the show that had me like, just get me back to like the Jedi and the Sith doing stuff. And I found myself enjoying it quite a bit. So overall, I've really liked it. It's, my opinion hasn't changed with the latest 2 episodes. I feel like it's been consistent so far. So yeah, very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, like I told you when we talked a little bit through text last time, even though I went into it like it's Star Wars animated, by the end of it I'm sure I'll love it. I went into okay, let me just sit down and watch this because another Maul story. Like 30 seconds into it, before Maul shows up, I'm like, yeah, this is freaking awesome. It
starts out so strong.
Yeah.
And there's been like a couple of scenes that have me like, whoa. So
it's been awesome, yeah.
So it's been great. It's been a great addition to the Star Wars tapestry of animated shows.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Episodes 3 and 4, Whispers in the Unknown and Pride and Vengeance. What I did last week, Oti, was just I have my kind of talking points, but instead of going, well, in episode 3 this happened, and then episode 4 we just kind of talk around it. I got some of the
I mean, like I watched these 2 back to back, like what happens in each.
So that's one thing that I think this series does different than all the other animated series. It's not episodic, it's very serialized, which is what we're used to with all the new live action shows everywhere. It's one long story, and we're getting that. So right there is kind of different than the other animated series, but the story is so great that you're fine. You just want to keep going through it with it. But like you mentioned, in terms of that noir thing with Captain Lawson and what's going on, I love that they're keeping some of the focus on this underworld plot line.
Yeah.
Because Maul is doing his thing with the Jedi and with Devon, but like Two Boots and Lawson are still trying to figure out what's going on with little Vario. I mentioned this last week. I'll get your take real quick because a lot of people say, "Oh, this is like adult Star Wars. This is Andor in animated series." Yeah, but here's Vario, a little fish head on a mechanical body, just walking around. It still has the silliness of Star Wars, which I know you love. So, are you okay with this balance of seriousness? But yeah, it's still Star Wars, and it's kind of dumb.
I don't watch this and think, oh, finally, a Star Wars adult show. Like, come on! If I was a kid, I would be drooling all over the show.
Yeah.
I feel like it's perfectly Star Wars in that sense.
I love all the little silliness. I love that droid that we didn't get too much of in this time. Spybot again, the next kind of ISB droid out there. Not ISB, but probe droid. But I love the little silly moments that we still get. But I love that even though we're starting to get deep into Maul, Jedi, light side and dark side, half of the story is still this. No, Maul and his crew is trying to kind of rebuild his underworld, wreaking vengeance on everyone. So we got that great scene in the ports when Two Boots goes to investigate. The Pikes are there.
Yeah,
they try to stop them, but then I forgot her name, shows up with the rest of Maul crew, and we had a great kind of action scene there. I don't know, I love that they're keeping a good balance within both plot lines of the underworld, and also the Jedi and Maul.
Yeah, I mean, that third episode has like those two action scenes. We got that one, and then we got like the little fight with Maul and Devon is her name, right?
Devon, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's also, by the way, like this goes back to the first episode, but it's fun to see Mandalorians involved in this. Like, seeing like, oh yeah, there's some that stayed with Maul, and they're still like with him in this crusade he's on.
Yeah, because a lot of focus was on the two new Subrag that show up.
Yeah.
And then you forget, oh no, yeah, there's Mandalorians here still being badass as always. So you gotta keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
So we have Vario contact Mark Grimm, this imperator for the Pikes. I love how, especially in animations, the Pikes are kind of dangerous, but everywhere else they're kind of dumb.
I mean, in oh my god, in Outlaws, I hated them so much. They were so evil.
Yeah.
I love. Every time I see a Pike, I go, oh.
I love how everyone hated the Pikes when that show. I mean, with that game came out, everyone was, "I'll help the Huts. I'll help Crimson Dawn. Screw the Pikes."
Screw the Pikes. Yep.
Oh man. But I love that Vario again. Maul are still kind of playing that game. Like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll sell Maul out. Vario goes over there to meet with Krim. Kind of make it seem like, I brought Maul to you. It was all this kind of trick to get Maul inside.
Yeah.
And there's a regime change inside the Pike syndicate, which we've been seeing, unfortunately, in real life. But like how this kind of turned out with Vario going. I thought that he was trying to double cross Maul.
I did not know what was happening.
I'm like, okay, kill him. He betrayed you. Kill him. Oh no, okay, I guess it's part of the plot. The plan.
Yeah, that whole sequence was awesome. And when Maul reveals himself, turns the lightsaber, it's like, oh shit. So.
I rewatched it a couple of days ago just to grab my notes. And I love when the door opens and Maul is revealed. The background is red. Well, he hasn't turned on his lightsaber.
Yeah,
it's like it's this aura.
Cool. Did you see the whole thing about the lightsaber and the screams of
yes.
This show is so extra.
And I watched it with the captions on, and they already come and talk about it. That people are looking too much into it. It says Maul lightsaber has alien language or something when it turns on. And people, oh no, the lightsaber is talking. And some of the sound designers go, no. There's nothing too much into it. Just the things that we put into it to make it sound cool.
Yeah.
But the lightsaber is not talking. Let's not go into that right now.
Yeah. But I was paying attention to it when I was watching it earlier. Alberto, I need to step out for a few minutes, but
okay.
I'll try to be back before you. So if I'm not back, I love the show. It's great. It's awesome.
All right, we'll see. We'll be here for a while. Just check in if you can. All right, take care. All right, so we go from there. There we go. He's out. So after that great confrontation with the Pikes in or with Mark Cream and his crew, we get Maul now regime change. He puts a new person in charge. Hey, we'll leave you here. You just report to me. And it's Maul again slowly building up his syndicate. I guess Mark Cream wasn't there for him after the siege of Mandalore, the Battle of Mandalore, where Ahsoka got Maul and he escaped. He went to him, didn't help him, tried to kill him. Then Maul came back and took his revenge. And I love that we're still keeping this balance between my favorite thing, as always, with Maul, the Jedi, all that corruption and deviousness that's going on, but that we're still keeping that underworld kind of plot lines, not falling through the cracks and not paying too much attention to it. It's very awesome. Yes, Dale, it does give the. So Dale is saying the saber whispers Rakata, which is a lyric or line in Duel of the Fates. It's great, the little kind of sound design that they've been doing so far for this show. Can't wait to keep watching it. But then talking about, like Oti mentioned, this kind of noir detective story. We have Lawson, Captain Lawson, all the dilemma that's going on with his family, with Two Boots, trying to his deviant connections, as they say a couple times, and how everyone still has this disdain for the Empire. So Lawson is doing his best. He's trying to be not a stay-at-home parent, but just like a one-parent family. His wife, that we find out that she's not dead, ex-wife or separated. She works for the Empire. So is that one of the reasons that he doesn't want the Empire to come to Janix? Two Boots, it's having this. It's always funny seeing a droid, which we know are very focused on protocol, but at the same time are very loyal to their partners, their, I guess, owners. But that Two Boots is very, no, we gotta follow protocol. I'm sorry, we gotta call the Empire. And then it kind of convinces him that first, no, let me deal with it. And that's when we find out that his former wife works with the Empire. Can't wait to see where she is, because I'm guessing might be some ISB agent. Again, it's not anyone that we know. I'm not dropping. Oh, it's going to be this big reveal. What type of work she does with the Empire? Is she an ISB agent, an analyst? Is she part of the big machine? Is she an engineer? Is she helping build all these weird machines? It's going to be fun to see where that goes. Again, poor Lawson is trying his best as a single parent. He goes to his son lacrosse match, and I know they said the name of what the sport was, but I'm glad that he's not a deadbeat dad. Like, he's trying his best. Where his job asks too much for him, or so much from him, that even when he tries to be there for his kid, he can't. He got there right before the match started, said hi to his kid, was there like 2 feet away from the field, but then something happened. The attack on the ports happened. Two Boots came to find him, or called him. And of course, he's having this conversation with Uncle Daki. We'll get into that. But Shockball, thank you, Dale. She's married to Uncle Harlow now. Oh, that'll be freaking awesome. I connect everything. Uncle Harlow, we never know who Uncle Harlow is. Maybe we find out. That'll be a good one. And again, no one wants the Empire on Janix. When he's having that conversation with Two Boots, like, Two Boots is telling him, hey, if the Republic was still in charge, we wouldn't have any issues contacting them. And he's like, the Empire is not the Republic. Like, they know that the Empire. I know they said this is right after Revenge of the Sith and season 7 of Clone Wars. I don't know how much the Empire. I guess it's gonna be a couple of weeks, a couple of months actually. If Maul's been trying to get stuff done to get his Empire back, maybe even a little bit more. How much the Empire has kind of spread its evilness out there, that they know in Janix, like, yeah, the Empire is not the same as the Republic. But again, still knowing when Daki shows up, talks to Lawson in the match in the, I already forgot the shock ball match, and trying to figure out what's going on with Devon. You gotta let her out. You just wrong place, wrong time. Bigger fish to fry with Maul, and he's trying to get information out. Like, yeah, I'm just her uncle. I'm Daki, Uncle Daki. So they start having that relationship, but that both of them kind of no, the Empire is not the best thing to get to Janix right now. Both of them understand this. Something we've been mentioning since the last trailer came out, how much the Empire kind of casts a shadow over everything. Even when they're not there, no one wants the Empire around. The Jedi don't want them. Captain Lawson doesn't want them, or the police in Janix don't want them. Maul, of course, doesn't want them. Rook Cast, he came back after 10 minutes. I remember who Darth Maul Lieutenant is, Rook Cast. But none of them want the Empire. We've been talking about this. When the Empire shows up, what's going to happen? And of course, they show up at the end. But poor Two Boots, reassigned to desk duty for going over his captain's head. The chief kind of reassigns him to desk duty. I'll say it was a little bit sad seeing him kind of just sorting things from one bucket to another, basically from one file to the other. It's kind of sad to see Two Boots in that position, still wanting to help. Because I mean, I get it. If you think you're drowning, you can't keep your head above water with everything that's going on, and there's a bigger agency out there that can help you. So I understand where he's coming. He doesn't know that the Empire is evil. He doesn't know what we know about the Empire, so he's just trying to follow protocol. But yeah, it's not the best. Two Boots, I like you, but just chill for now. And at that point, I'm starting to think maybe Two Boots is going to be the reason the Empire show up. And again, I didn't know it was going to happen so early. So early by the end of episode 4. But he's reassigned to desk duty. And then later on in the episode, after Devon has escaped, and we'll talk about that in a couple of minutes, her and Daki send Lawson information about where Maul's hideout is, how to get there, and they're hoping that he shows up. So then we get going with a great scene, that firefight that happens when Lawson gets there, the whole police department gets there, and then Maul kind of just shows up. I forgot his name. Give me 1 second. Vario shows up with a little hologram of Maul, and he's trying to make a deal. Maul is still, Maul is this rage, this ball of rage out there, but he's learned a lot through all the time he's been kind of burned by the Empire, or not by the Empire, but by Palpatine and Sidious. He knows that going out guns blazing or lightsabers blazing is not the best. So he's trying to make a deal with Lawson and with the police over there. Hey, let's make a deal. I'll protect you. I offer you my protection. You just let me operate. Don't get in my way. I won't get in yours. I won't cause a ruckus here on Janix. And I'll keep the Empire out. We'll keep the Empire away. You do you, I do me, and we're chill. And Lawson's like, yeah, that's not going to work for me. We talked about this last week, where Lawson is this character that wants to do right by Janix and by his people, but at the same time understands that there's a criminal element kind of controlling a lot of it. And he's kind of balancing that line. And I think he got a choice. Any other corrupt police chief out there, police captain, would have taken Maul's offer right then and there without asking too many questions. But Lawson's like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Turn yourself in. We'll take you in. You'll be processed and prosecuted by Janix laws, not the Empire. So he's still trying to keep the Empire away. And I love Maul just being that badass and say, yeah, well, that's not going to work. Then die well. His hologram disappears and all hell breaks loose. Rook Cast, the Mandalorians, my two favorite sub-racks with Scorn and Icarus bring out their guns, start firing. And again, I mentioned last week, sound design was great. The music is great. That I love everyone's talk about how the animation looks and this painted look. And not just for the characters, for myself, it's more the background, the cities, and everything where they have this wide shot of that battle going on. It's just so great watching all those colors, the blues, the red, kind of gray of the environment, how it's lit. It's just a great show, a great looking show. So I love seeing that because there's a lot going on, but you can still follow the action. Then by the end of that part, as we're kind of finishing talking about Lawson and everything that's going on with him and the police and Maul to the side, more his crew. After that fight, when his conversation with Tubus, trying to, hey, I'm sorry I deactivated you, trying to kind of make amends and apologize. And Tubus, man, broke my heart a little. Like, he's, no offense, like, apology accepted. Now I hope that you'll forgive me for what I've done. And when he said that, like, oh crap, he called the Empire, because we had heard when Maul is battling the Jedi, we hear the sirens. Those sirens are now synonymous with, and so iconic, with Rogue One, the Death Star, and not just the Death Star, but like an Empire facility, that horn going on. We heard that in the show, and I'm like, oh no, the Empire is here. And that's when we get that great shot of the Star Destroyer coming over the city of Janix, letting the audience know, like we've been saying, shit's about to get real, because the Empire is here, and they're not going to take too lightly to what's going on. Not just Maul, basically for Maul being there. So not just the criminal and the underground stuff that's going on. Yeah, Maul is here, and they talked about Jedi hunters. And we know there's two on the way. Maybe here now. All right, let me look at some of your comments real quick. Daryl is talking, yeah, Rook Cass, hey, do you think that Duchess will be used on Maul forces? That's the weapon that Sabine came up with, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm going to say no. I think that's too much of a backstory to throw in this show. They might explain it. They've done a great job in bringing some elements of things that you might have to know from the past, in terms of how Maul got there, how he was betrayed. We're learning more about Lawson's past. I don't know if they'll go that far to bring a weapon from Rebels that might need some backstory. You never know. There's Mandalorians. There's no way to get kind of control of them. Can they use the Duchess to kind of stop them in their tracks? I'm gonna say no, Dale, but it wouldn't surprise me, because Filoni and those guys out there like kind of dropping those little nuggets here and there, those Easter eggs. So maybe, or a version of it, it might work. Again, with the Empire showing up, you never know. They might have their own version of it. So yeah. And then Dale, you finished up saying this is the backstory. Oh no, sorry, wrong. Here we go. Speculation for next week is wild, but it makes sense. Yeah, again, who knows? It makes sense. It makes sense that if they have the weapon, they'll use it to, hey, there's Mandalorians causing trouble on Janix. Let's stop them quick. We don't want to waste too much time. It kind of makes sense. They say, yeah, this is the backstory. What happened to Maul's forces? Maybe they use them on Maul's forces. Yeah. All right, so maybe that's what you were referring to. It could be. He still has some Mandalorians, but not a lot left. I think a lot of them got taken out during the Battle of Mandalore. Yeah, but there's a lot of speculation for this show. You can go days and days speculating. So, all right, so let's talk about the main thing, and it's Maul and the Jedi. Finally, even though we got Maul and Devon in those first two episodes, it's a big confrontation now. Maul, Devon, and Daki have a good confrontation. But before then, Maul and Devon have their conversation. Episode 2 ended with Devon escaping the kind of prison that was not really a prison, her confinement, I'll say. She escaped. Maul is waiting for her. Serves her tea, check out her arm, and he's trying to convince him that he's a changed person. Again, last week we talked about how he's kind of softened his approach to turning her to the dark side. It hasn't been join me and together we'll rule the galaxy. If you only knew the power of the dark side. He's not going that route. He's trying to convince her, like, we're both on the same side. We're fighting the same enemy. It's the Empire. That person that betrayed and killed your kind is the same person that betrayed me. So tell me how we're different, how we're not the same. He's still trying that technique. Again, checking her arm. Hey, you're healing quickly. Here, have some tea. Let's sit down. Let's talk. She's like, you're a murderer. This won't work on me. I know what type of person you are. And he's like, yeah, he doesn't say he's a murderer. He's like, we do what we need to survive. Like, you're trying what you need to do to survive, begging people for scraps, and I'm here doing what I need to survive. And if you want me to be that person, I'm capable of being that person. So she has this notion of who he is from what she's been told, and he's trying to pick at that, kind of saying everything you've been told is not the truth, or I'm here for reason X, Y, and Z because this person betrayed me, same person that betrayed you. I love that scene when they're having that conversation. Okay, you think that I'm this evil kind of entity out there that's out to kill everyone. Okay, let's try it. Lights out. And then he's stalking her in the darkness. Great scene again. And then just trying to pick at her like your future was denied. You were trained for something that you never got to do. I see your potential. You never get a chance to use it. So it's offer her to training her, fight that common enemy, mentions, hey, you're not ready for the Jedi Hunters. Have you even heard of them? So again, trying to now move into a different area of not just being this compassionate person, but also I can not just train you, but I can help you reach that potential that you were promised to, never achieved it because that guy killed everyone. Let's go fight him. So he's trying to now be that teacher at this point. And she's like, I'm not afraid of the Jedi Hunter. And she's like, yeah, you're not afraid. You're just weak. And we talked about this last week a little bit. What's going to be Maul's way of turning her to the dark side? If this being this compassionate person is not working, I think it's going to be this, hey, not just hey, the dark side is stronger. It's I can help you achieve that potential. You have so much power in you. You need someone to trust in you, believe in you, and give you that time to be her teacher, not just her master. And this is the way that he will bring her to her side. And there's something, of course, that's going to happen later on the show that I think is going to make it easier for him to bring her to his side. But then they have that lightsaber fight. He's basically just one-handed fighting, which was great to see. One hand behind his back and just powering everything. I love and how strong was Ahsoka. We see this version of Maul now. Again, he's fighting a Padawan, but later he's fighting her plus her master in the Daki. How easily he's taking care of both of them. But then when he fought Ahsoka, which just happened a couple of months earlier, that fight was very evenly matched, where she was able to overtake him. Just how powerful and so in the Force, again, not this power scale that Ahsoka was at that point. But going back, again, this fight with this one-handed fight against Devon, he's basically just taunting her that she's squandering her gifts. She doesn't give in to her power to be able to fight him. So he wasn't even trying to hurt her or kill her, just kind of taunting her, which was a great scene. But she was able to push back and get some of the force behind her, use that force push to just stumble him for a couple of seconds, a couple of meters, and then she just hightailed out of there. And that's when then he goes and we get all that scenes with the pike when he kind of takes over. I know, first, and then he reveals her name. So again, it's the way this show has been telling all storylines, because this is the first time we've heard her name in the whole show. Was at the kind of tail end of episode 3. Might have shown up in the captions if you had it on. We knew her name because it had been revealed through the promotions. But her name was never spoken in the show. When she gets arrested, I don't think that her and Daki had that conversation in the first episode when she's stealing the fruit. I don't think that he called her by her name. So we haven't heard her name. Hasn't been spoken in 3 episodes. The Lawson asked for her name. She doesn't give it. Before that, the other robot or droid asked her name. She wouldn't give it. Maul asked her name a couple of times. She wouldn't say it. He even says, yeah, you know my name. Kind of courtesy to know yours. And then throughout this fight, he was able to get, and probably before that, when they sat down to have their tea, maybe at that point he got her name from her mind. So again, I love this story progression of how the importance of her name has kind of been in there. None of us know it so far, and then Maul just blurts it out as she's leaving, like, see you next time, Devon, or something like that. Oh, I'm going to need that back when he kind of force grabs the lightsaber back. Devon. So he reveals her name, which was a shock to her, how he got into her mind. Again, showing you this is a different Maul. He's more kind of calm and collected, using the Force not just to attack, but to get into people's mind and trying to control them, I guess, in that sense. So it was great to see his progression in that sense. So there we go. She reunites with her master. He senses her. She comes. They kind of embrace, had a cool hug. And then they go kind of hiding into the sewers, very Ninja Turtles-like. I said that Master Daki reminds me of Splinter. He kind of looked like a Ninja Turtle before he takes his Jedi robes and he has that little kind of dinosaur head in the back. But I love kind of that connection in the sewers. Reminded me of Splinter, and then also looking almost like a turtle, or a reptile. So it's cool to see that kind of happening. And then here we can start to see some difference in philosophy, I guess, a little bit between both Jedi, in where they're at in terms of the Jedi's place in the galaxy, like right now. Like Dak is like, Maul is here. That means the Empire's gonna show up soon. We gotta hightail it. Let's go hide somewhere else. But Dak is like, no, we're Jedi. Like, we're supposed to stop them. We can't leave this place and let Maul hurt the people of Janix. Like, we're still Jedi. We gotta do this. Which you expect maybe the other way, that the master will be the one to say, hey, we gotta stay and help, and maybe the Padawan, especially after confronting Maul, might be the one that wants to leave. It's the other way around. So we'll see if this comes back to play at some point. And probably not. But it's good to see that kind of difference of opinion play out. And it didn't go that far. They didn't have to spend 50 minutes talking about it. It's like, okay, let's get Lawson into it. We'll send him the location of Maul, and then we can all go fight them. So they go. It's the Jedi against Maul, of course. We have that confrontation with Maul, Lawson, and then that firefight that goes. But as always, it's the light side versus the dark side. We all seen the image of Maul on white side with the red lightsaber, lighted by his red lightsaber, and the other side the Jedi with the blue and the green behind them. So it's a great image to see. They have a great conversation. Again, the philosophy between the light side and the dark side. And that conversation between Maul and the Daki reminded me a lot of when we finally get Maul and Kenobi in Rebels. And Maul is like, oh, you're just a rat in a desert. And Kenobi, oh, look what I've risen above, right? Two very different philosophies. And I think it starts here. They got a great conversation like, Maul tells him, yeah, you survive, but you do not live. Like, your unwillingness to use your power, that makes you weak. You should be leading, not begging. So it's always Maul's thinking that just because you have the Force, you should be the ones in power. You shouldn't be helping people. You should be using your powers to control everything. And it's like, no, we're here to serve people. We're here to help. And he's like, and I think, oh yeah, we're surviving. And Maul's like, you're not surviving. I mean, you survive, but you don't live. But to the Jedi, that is living. That's why it reminded me of Kenobi when Maul's basically, you're not living. You're a rat in a desert. He's like, well, look at you. You spent 30 years just out of hate trying to find me. He's still using that hate here, trying to get Daki to, hey, you guys suck right now. Look where it gotten you, all this helping the good people. Look where it's gotten you. And to Daki, and of course to them, was like, that doesn't matter. We're here to help people. It doesn't matter if we might be seen or cast out by the people right now. We're still here to help them. That's that difference between the light and the dark side that makes, in my sense, the Jedi be the greatest. And not, oh, great Jedi, we'll do what we need to survive. So, no, you got to rise above it. So I love that conversation that they had. But it goes into this great lightsaber fight. Was Daki there to kill Maul? That's kind of what Maul says. Oh, are you here to kill me? I think Daki says, hey, turn yourself in and we'll take you. Like, oh, you gave the police chief a proposition or a chance. We'll do the same to you. Turn yourself in and we'll bring you in, and we'll make sure that you're safe. So he's still doing that. And then again, they have that great lightsaber fight. talk about the choreography. That's when he's kind of going, you should be leading, not begging on the street. Unwillingness to use your powers, what makes you weak. And then what surprised me was how easily he defeated Daki. I thought Jedi Master was going to be able to put a little bit of a tougher fight on Maul. Again, he seems to be a little bit older. He hasn't eaten in days, so he might be weak. So I thought he was going to be a little bit more powerful or put a better fight. He got taken out pretty quickly. But I love that he realized that Maul had those mechanical legs, and he went for the sweep. He went Karate Kid style and kicked him in the knee. And that kind of threw Maul off his game. He kind of tore his ACL. And that gave a chance then to Devon come in and save the day, which is the thumbnail for this video, and just kind of blocks that lightsaber lightsaber blow. And that's when we hear the sirens coming. And I think that's when we get Spybot. He said, "Oh, big trouble." Rook Cass calls Maul, "Hey, we got big trouble. We got to get out of here." And that's when they leave and they kind of separate. So I love that scene. I love the kind of implications behind it. How much Maul is emphasizing on you're weak. You can't save yourself if you only use your power. And I think that's what's gonna, unfortunately, what he's going to use to bring Devon to his side or make her kind of give in to her hate and her anger. Daki's gonna die. We kind of know this is pretty kind of foretelling right now. Will it be Maul that kills him? Is it the Jedi Hunters? I first thought, I think I had said that probably Maul was gonna be the one to kill the Jedi Master, but now I think maybe with the Empire arriving now in episode 5, are the Inquisitors there already? We haven't seen, as we know from the trailers, one of the Inquisitors says that the Emperor wants you dead. One of them is talking to either Vader or the Emperor. He says, "Yes, my lord," something to that effect. We haven't seen that scene yet. I thought that was something was gonna come from the Empire side that sent the Inquisitors to Janix to get Maul, and that might still be the case. Or maybe they're already on the Star Destroyer when they land, and maybe we get that scene at the beginning of episode 5. So I think what's gonna happen, probably that one of the Inquisitors or both are the one that kill her master, and then Maul is gonna use that to say, "Hey, I told you, you weren't strong enough. You were weak. That's why he died. Join me, and I can give you that power. I can show you." It has to be. I think it will be interesting. Not that, "Hey, I can give you that power. I can make it. Join me, and I'll show you how to use that power. I'll train you to be able to be stronger, to not be weak. I can train you to be that person, not to, hey, yeah, come in the dark side. It's gonna make you stronger right away." I think it's gonna be like Daki's gonna get killed, and then Maul is gonna use that. "Hey, I told you you're weak and you were not living to your potential. If you did, you could have saved them. Come with me. I'll show you how to reach that potential. We can avenge him together." I think that's the way that he's gonna bring her to his side, or at least I don't think that by the end of season 1 she's gonna fall to the dark side. I don't think that's gonna happen, but they might join forces. I know from the trailers on one of the conversations, Daki tells Devon, like, we're not on the same side, like he's not on your side. So I think when the Empire comes, it's going to be very interesting. Like we said before, like everyone's afraid of the Empire right now, this shadow that they're casting over everyone. Once the Empire shows up, how that dynamic changes between Maul, Devon, and Daki. Lawson, of course, is going to be different. I think his wife or his ex-partner is going to be there, and that conversation is going to be interesting to hear how that goes. But I think Maul might reach out and, "Hey, Empire's here. The 2 Inquisitors are here. Their job is to kill Jedi. I need to get to them to get to the Emperor. Let's work together to fight them and find a way to kind of navigate this new scene." And she might be willing to kind of give it a chance. And that's where Daki kind of says, "Hey, he's not on our side, just trying to tempt us to do his bidding." And maybe we get a little bit of a discord there between the 2 Jedi. And then unfortunately one of them bites it, which is going to be Daki. But again, now that the Empire is in town, it's gonna be very interesting to see how that dynamic changes between Maul, Devon, and Master D.O. Daki. So I can't wait for next week, which again, from this recording is just 2 days away. So I can't wait to see where this is going. After next week, we're gonna be halfway through the series. Just right after halfway. I think it's 10 episodes if I'm not mistaken. So by next week we'll go right past midway because we'll be on episode 6. Just a couple more weeks. May 4th when this ends, and that's not too far away. That's what? Let me look at my calendar real quick. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks away from the end of the series. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on everything we talked about? How will Maul try to get Devon to his side? How will the Empire kind of change everything that's been happening on Janix? Also with the Empire there, how will Cass and the Mandalorian and Fabio, Pikes, how is all that gonna play into it now that the Empire has come to put their foot down basically and take over Janix and put martial law in it? So it's gonna be interesting to see what's happening. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us today. I'm not sure about next week. We'll figure it out. I got a couple of things going on. I don't know if I'll be able to do a show on Saturday, especially at this time. We might be able to record earlier, or if not, we'll have to see next week and then do a longer show after that. But thank you for being here. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Brennan. Thank you to Otti that joined us or had the show before he had to leave. Hopefully we'll get him back next time we go live or whenever we record, though. Guys, let me know your thoughts on Maul Shadow Lord so far. Your thoughts on the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer that dropped. Are you going to Star Wars Celebration? Do you get your tickets in? Not yet. May 6th, you'll get your tickets. Do you have your tickets from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Will we see you at the movies? Doing my best Tom Cruise impression. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. So, as always, thank you. Stay safe. Be safe. May the Force be with you. End transmission.